Hi, this is Andres Julian Gomez, blogger and creator of an entrepreneur blog. Thank you for visiting our website today. There is a very famous phrase that says that if you don't make mistakes, that if you don't fail sooner or later, you're actually doing something wrong. And failure is a hard word, but it is part of life. And we must learn to accept it, even embrace it, and learn that failure is just something temporal, and that if we work the things how we should do them, this failure will be actually good for us. In every entrepreneurship, as in almost every aspect of life, there are two possible outcomes: success or failure. We could spend hours here debating what is success and what is failure, because it depends on the one who's looking, how he or she defines failure and success. For example, for some, success is having money, but it may also be other things like having a good life, a good quality of life, a partner, kids, well, a lot of things. And if they don't achieve them, maybe some will consider that a failure. So, what we must really do with this concept of failure is accept it. As I said earlier, even embrace it as a normal, as a natural thing in life. And since entrepreneurships are a part of life, we must also understand and accept that entrepreneurships will fail at one time or another. Western education, universities, college, and in general life doesn't generally teach us to accept failure. We're prepared, we go to school, we're taught things by our family, we go to the university, we go into life, and everywhere we go, they teach us many things thinking in success. But they don't teach us how to cope with failure. And with failure being a normal part of life, this is a great mistake. There are some schools, mainly Eastern schools, that do teach the things. So if you're having trouble coping with failure, maybe you should read some of these Eastern authors that talk about failure and how to accept it. And as I said earlier, how to even embrace it. In these hard times of failure, many times we have crazy thoughts, despair thoughts. We believe that this situation is irreversible and that we cannot oversee it and become better people and have a better situation. That is not true. Most of the people that have been successful at one time or another have failed, and they have learned to deal with the failure. In fact, many people have learned many valuable things thanks to this failure, and they wouldn't be the successful person they are today if they hadn't failed. There's another famous phrase that can be very interesting that says that the sooner you fail, the sooner you will succeed. So maybe this is a good idea, and since we have to fail, maybe the sooner we fail, of course, the sooner we will succeed. To cope with this eventual failure, we have to prepare ourselves, prepare mentally. The idea is not to look for failure. We don't have to actively look for failure. Just know that it will happen at one time or another. However, when this failure happens, we are prepared. We are mentally prepared to accept it, to receive it, and to act accordingly to get out as soon as possible of this failure. Maybe when this time comes, you have prepared yourself that maybe you need someone to talk about this problem, a friend, a family member, or someone else, and also learn from this failure. There are always valuable lessons you can learn from all these failures. I don't care how many difficulties you have, how hard is this failure, you can always get out of it. You have two choices: stay still, cry, regret what didn't happen and what happened, or the other hand, do something about it. Act upon it. And if you act upon it, if you're smart, if you're strategic about this, you will surely get out of this failure and start looking easily and rapidly for success. It's in your own hands. Thank you very much for your attention. This has been Andres Julian Gomez from An Entrepreneur Blog. Please, before you go, remember to leave your comments at the end of this page, and also please share this video with your friends, family members and followers on your social networks. See you next time.